The wind howls, scouring the mountainside. It whips through the jagged rocks and ancient pines, carrying with it the icy breath of winter. The world here is stripped to its rawest elements: stone, snow, and the relentless force of the gale. In this high, exposed place, every living thing is tested, and only the strongest endure. On the spine of the world, a lone gray wolf stands against the gale. His silhouette is stark against the swirling white, a solitary figure etched in defiance. He's both guardian and outcast, a sentinel watching over a kingdom few dare to enter. His fur, dusted with snow, ripples as he surveys his kingdom, a brutal, beautiful wilderness. The land stretches endlessly before him, a tapestry of frozen valleys and shadowed forests. Each gust of wind brings new scents, new stories, and the ever-present reminder that he is alone. Every muscle is tense, coiled for survival. His body is a masterpiece of adaptation, honed by countless battles with hunger and cold. Even in stillness, he is ready to spring into action, every sense sharpened by necessity. His amber eyes scan the valley, missing nothing. Each movement, each shadow, is a potential threat or opportunity. He reads the landscape like a story written in snow and silence. A flicker of a hare, a distant raven. These are the signs he watches for. The hare's frantic dash, the raven's circling flight, all speak of life and death in this frozen world. But he seeks more, he seeks life, a meal. Each day is a quest, a relentless search for sustenance. The snow hides much, but his nose and instincts guide him, ever hopeful, ever hungry. Hunger is his constant companion, sharpening his senses, pushing him to the edge. It is both a curse and a gift, driving him onward when the cold and fatigue threaten to overwhelm. Survival is the only law here. In this place, mercy is rare, and weakness is punished. Every creature, from the smallest mouse to the mightiest elk, is locked in the same struggle. As an apex predator, life is never easy. The title comes with no guarantees, only the constant challenge to prove oneself, day after day, against the elements and against hunger. The cold seeps into his bones, a biting ache that never truly fades. Each breath is a cloud of frost, a reminder of the thin line between life and death. Deep snow saps his strength, turning every step into a battle. Yet he presses on, driven by the unyielding will to survive. And hidden dangers lurk everywhere. The snow conceals not only prey, but also rivals and threats. Other predators, sudden storms, the ever-present risk of injury or starvation. Every day is a battle of will and instinct. Each dawn brings new challenges, and each night is a victory simply for having survived. He lifts his head and howls, a haunting melody of solitude and defiance. His voice carries across the emptiness, a song of longing and strength. It echoes across the frozen peaks, a call to his scattered pack, a declaration that he endures. The mountains answer with silence, but he is undeterred. In the wild, presence must be asserted. To be seen, to be heard, is to claim your place in the order of things. You shout into the storm, "I will not be beaten." The blizzard may rage, but the wolf stands firm, a living testament to resilience. This wolf knows that better than anyone. His scars tell stories of past battles. His eyes reflect the wisdom of survival. His fight is just beginning. As dawn breaks and the world glows with cold light, the lone sentinel moves forward, undaunted, unbroken, and ever watchful, ready to face whatever the wilderness brings next. In the heart of winter, the environment becomes the wolf's first and most relentless enemy. Here, in the vast frozen expanse, every day is a battle for survival. The landscape is beautiful, but it is also merciless, an endless white desert where only the strongest endure. Winter locks the land in ice, transforming forests and plains into a world of silence and cold. Temperatures plummet far below freezing, and the wind never stops its icy assault, howling through the trees and across the open ground. The air itself seems to bite, sapping warmth and energy from every living thing. Blizzards can strike without warning, erasing the world in a swirl of white. Visibility drops to nothing, and every step forward becomes a risk. Wolves must navigate by instinct, memory, and the faintest of sense, trusting their senses to guide them through the storm. Deep, heavy snow turns even the simplest movement into a test of endurance. Each step is a struggle, burning precious calories that are hard to replace. The snow can swallow a wolf's legs, making progress slow and exhausting, especially for the young or the old. For a pack, deep snow slows the hunt, forcing them to find easier paths. Frozen rivers, wind-swept ridges, and hard-packed trails where the snow is less deep. These routes can mean the difference between catching a meal and going hungry. But ice is treacherous. A single misstep can mean a deadly plunge into freezing water. Wolves must tread carefully, testing the strength of the ice with every step, knowing that beneath the surface lies danger. Survival demands reading the land, testing every step, and trusting instincts honed by generations. Wolves use their keen senses to detect hidden dangers beneath the snow and ice, always alert to the subtle changes in their environment. The weather dictates where prey go, where wolves can hunt, and where they must shelter. Herds of deer and elk move to find food, and the wolves must follow, adapting their strategies to the shifting patterns of the season. Shelter becomes as important as food, offering protection from the wind and cold. In this world, it's not about conquering nature, but respecting its power and adapting to its challenges. The wolves' survival depends on their ability to read the land, work together, and endure whatever the white desert throws at them. The wolf's thick fur, powerful build, and unyielding stamina are all tools for this ultimate survival challenge. Every muscle, every instinct, every lesson learned from the pack is put to the test in the unforgiving white desert. In the wild, hunger is a constant shadow. A wolf must eat several pounds of meat daily, but prey is scarce. Elk, deer, and moose are wary, strong, and gather in tight groups. Smaller animals hibernate or migrate, making the hunt even harder. Wolves travel miles, burning energy in search of more. Starvation weakens the young and old first, clouding judgment and forcing risky hunts. A single injury can be fatal. This threat forges resilience. Wolves learn patience, conserve energy, and wait for the right moment. Every decision is weighed against the cost. In any hostile environment, managing resources is key. A full belly today means nothing tomorrow. The hunt never ends. The hunt is a masterclass in strategy and teamwork, a living symphony played out against the stark silence of winter. Every member of the pack has a role, and every movement is deliberate, honed by generations of survival in the wild. The snow muffles their steps, but their intent is clear: to work together as one, maximizing their chances of success in a world where every meal is hard-won. When the pack scents elk, a silent current of communication passes between them. Ears flick, tails twitch, and eyes lock in mutual understanding. There are no wasted words, just subtle signals, a language of glances and gestures that only wolves truly understand. This is the moment when instinct and intelligence merge. The alpha pair leads, with quiet authority, guiding the pack as they fan out, moving like shadows downwind. Each wolf knows its place in the formation, slipping through the trees with practiced stealth. The forest becomes their stage, and every step is a calculated move in a high-stakes game. The first phase is crucial: testing the herd, sowing panic, and watching for any sign of weakness. The wolves don't rush in blindly. Instead, they probe the edges, forcing the elk to reveal their vulnerabilities. The herd's reaction is studied carefully, every movement analyzed for opportunity. They analyze the herd with sharp, discerning eyes, searching for the old, the very young, or the injured. These are the individuals most likely to falter, and the wolves know that patience is often rewarded. The pack's survival depends on making the right choice, and so they wait, watching for the moment when a target reveals itself. Attacking a strong adult elk is too risky. The cost could be fatal. Instead, the wolves work together to isolate the vulnerable, using coordinated movements to separate them from the safety of the herd. It's a test of both cunning and discipline, as the pack maneuvers with precision. The chase begins in earnest, wolves working in perfect harmony. Some drive the herd forward, while others flank the sides, cutting off any chance of escape. Each wolf anticipates the other's moves, their actions synchronized by instinct and experience. The landscape becomes a chessboard, and the wolves are master players. It's a battle of stamina and willpower. Wolves are built for endurance, and they use this to their advantage, relentlessly wearing down their prey. The snow flies beneath their paws as they pursue the elk across open fields and through dense thickets, never letting up, never losing focus. In the final moments, the pack closes in, surrounding the exhausted animal. They block and turn it, anticipating every desperate move. The circle tightens, and the outcome is all but inevitable. The wolves' patience and coordination have paid off. The alpha strikes first, aiming for the neck with precision and power. This is the most dangerous moment, requiring both courage and skill. The pack supports the alpha, each wolf ready to act if the elk fights back. It's dangerous. A single kick from the elk can be deadly, and the wolves know it. They dodge and weave, using their agility to avoid injury, always alert to the risks of the hunt. But unity is their greatest strength. Each wolf relies on the others, trusting in the pack's collective power. Together, they achieve what none could do alone, their cooperation turning the odds in their favor. This extraordinary teamwork is what makes wolves among the most successful predators on Earth. Their hunts are not just battles for survival, they are demonstrations of intelligence, discipline, and the unbreakable bonds of the pack. The wolf is not alone at the top. Bears, especially grizzlies, are formidable rivals. One can drive off an entire pack. Wolves harass, distract, and snatch scraps, but a bear's swipe is deadly. Survival means knowing when to fight and when to yield. Other predators, mountain lions, wolverines, pose threats too. A lone wolf can fall to a cougar's ambush. Even small animals like wolverines can inflict serious wounds. The wilderness respects ferocity, not just size. Wolves must judge every encounter. Be bold, be cautious, or retreat. One mistake can be fatal. The greatest threat is human. Hunted for centuries, wolves have learned to fear us. Roads, habitat loss, and conflict with livestock shrink their world. Human presence brings stress and danger. Wolves become ghosts, masters of staying unseen. Even with conservation, the memory of the rifle lingers. The most dangerous animal in the wild walks on two legs. The wolf's struggle is to survive in a world that often rejects it. The chase ends. The elk is down. The pack, exhausted, gathers for a rare feast. The alpha pair eats first, their right as leaders. The rest wait, then take their turn, even the lowest-ranking omega. In times of plenty, all eat. This meal renews bonds and brings rare moments of play. Pups are brought forward to learn, tasting meat and watching the adults. This is the reward for hardship, the energy to face the next storm, the next hunt. In the wild, these victories are fuel for survival. Most hunts end in failure. The pack watches as prey escapes, hunger sharper than before. Defeat tests resilience. Wolves rest, conserve strength, and wait for another chance. Sometimes, failure is brutal. A kick or antler can cripple a wolf. An injured wolf cannot keep up. The pack may help, but survival comes first. Losses weaken the group, reducing future chances. Every hunt is a gamble. Sometimes you win, often you lose. Survival means accepting defeat and finding the strength to try again. In a wolf's eyes, you see pure survival. Their struggle is a lesson in endurance, teamwork, and intelligence. The wolf endures hardship, never giving up. The pack thrives on cooperation. Each member has a role. Intelligence and adaptability are key. Wolves analyze, learn, and change tactics. Survival is not just muscle, but brain. The wolf's fight is a reminder. Life is struggle, but also beauty. Their howl calls to the survivor in all of us.